Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Keza, and as you can tell from the intro, there's a big debate going on in the Cyberdragon community at the moment between machine duplication and Clockwork Knight. I've been sort of playing around with both. I don't like both. I'm more in the camp of playing Clockwork Knight over anything, because not only does it give you a board wipe, but it also buffs all your stuff, because even though Cyberdragons are seen as like this all-powerful OTK deck, their monsters are not very big. So being able to turn a Cyberdragon into 2/6, threatening a board wipe for no card effects or anything, which is really crucial at the moment, I do think Clockwork Knight is the way to go. So last night, in a fit of madness, I started building a deck. Just before Hobby League, by the way. Always build your decks just before Hobby League. And I ended up with a Cyberdark deck. Now, yeah, weird, strange, didn't exceptionally do well, but I'll show you the deck list and explain some of the theory behind it. So let's get into the deck profile. Starting off, we've got the original trilogy. We've got one Cyberdark Horn, Cyberdark Edge, one Cyberdark Keel. So why these three? It's Cyberdarks, you've got to be playing the original three. Come on, guys. But backing that up, we've got three Cyberdark Claw, arguably the best Cyberdark card. Not only does it provide a dragon, but it also gets you to your spells, Cyberdark Realm, which gets you more resources and allows an additional normal summon. One Cyberdark Cannon. You only really need one of this to go off, because you've got three Cyberdark Claws and 3 ways to Cyberdark Realm, which can search you cannon, which can get you your monsters there. Then for the last Cyberdarks, 2 Cyberdark Chimera. Normally you'd only play one, but because we're playing Cybernetic Horizon in this build, you are going to need the second one, so you can send Chimera, get the additional dump to the graveyard when you're using your Cybernetic Horizon. Next up, 3 Cyberdragon Core, really the core of any Cyberdragon or Cyberdark deck, because it searches for all your cyber spells, Cyber Emergency, Cyberdark Realm, Cybernetic Horizon, list goes on. We were playing one Cyberdragon, one regular Cyberdragon there. Don't know about this one. I was just sort of there because I was like, oh yeah, I need an extra name for Cybernetic Horizon. But I found myself siding it out quite a lot, going first and second, because if your deck's doing what you're meant to and you get into Cyberdark Realm, you don't really need the additional special summon that Cyberdragon provides. So, onto the next bit. So that's all the Cyberdragons, but onto the next bit. And this is the reason why I sort of played around with the deck. Because Bestials are really big in the format, and because, yeah, tier element, I'm playing 3 Bestial Magnamute, 3 Bestial Druidsworn, 1 Bestial Saronair. Saronair literally there because he is, he's just the 7th name there. He is the worst, especially in this build. Magnamute, so not only can you search for other Bestial monsters, but believe it or not, the Cyberdarks that you want to see are dragons, so this can get your play started as well as seeing stuff. Druidsworm here. So Druidsworm as well, another reason why I chose to play this deck is because of Cyberdark Invasion. Cyberdark Invasion's first effect, target 1 Cyberdark effect monster you control. Equip 1 dragon or machine monster from either graveyard to it as an equipped spell that gives it 1000 attack. So what you can do is you can equip Druidsworm, and if Druidsworm goes to the graveyard, it doesn't need to be sent as a monster, it just says if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you get Druidsworm's pop effect. But yeah, spoilers for the trap lineup, 1 Cyberdark Invasion there. Also trying to round out my bad monsters with good monsters, 3 Kashtera Fenrir. This whole deck was sort of like a thought experiment to be like, how far can Kashtera and Bestial, push a bad deck like Cyberdarks? And yeah, it performed alright, but there are a few things that I do want to change. And last monster there, Fallen of Elbaz. We do play some of the Elbaz fusions there, so Fallen of Elbaz is just, they're sort of as a board wipe. Onto the spells. 3 Cyber Emergency, searches your core. Yep, it's good. You want to see core so you can start your plays. 3 Cyberdark Realm, this card's insane. On activation, it searches for a Cyberdark card, Cyberdark monster, so that can be either the dragons or the machines. And then it also grants you an additional normal summon, as well as being able to equip from your opponent's graveyard instead. That also comes up as well. 1 Cybernetic Horizon, so this is like Foolish Burial on crack. for the deck. So pretty much you discard one from your hand, send one from your deck, send in another card from your extra deck to the graveyard, and then you get a search. Also spells as well, one Overload Fusion, one Power Bond. Power Bond because we are doing the Cyber End Dragon, well I was making decking the Cyber End Dragon combo, but that is something I would cut there. So you do kind of need it to search off Chimera. Overload Fusion, one of the Albaz Fusion that we're playing is Albalentus, the Abyss Dragon, so you can dump that off Claw and then search for Overload Fusion to give yourself some sort of follow-up there. Cool. And 3 Clockwork Knight. Yeah, you're not playing Cyber Dragons in this deck, but you're still playing Core, so yeah, Clockwork Knight is really good. And not only does it turn all your monsters into machines, but it also gives them 500 attack. So stuff like your Bystials, like Magnemute, goes to 3000, and Fenrir goes to 29, and with their additional effects, that makes them actually very scary. And then rounding out the deck, 40 cards, triple tactic talents there, best spell of the deck, best spell of the format. I think this card is actually pretty insane. So we'll go into the extra deck there. So we're playing the combos. So one Cyberdark End Dragon, one Cyber Darkness Dragon, one Cyber End Dragon, and one normal Cyberdark Dragon. You can this one's easier to summon off Overload. This can also be summoned off Overload, but you're normally going to be doing the Power Bond combos. So yeah, it's just like giving you additional follow-up. Because we're on the Clockwork Knights, we've got 2 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Still opted to play 1 Mega Fleet, but how the format is at the moment, like, I really don't think you need Mega Fleet at all. Like, a 3rd Fortress Dragon would be decent there. Cool. For the, well, pretty much the rest of the deck is just stuff that you dump, or situational stuff. 1 Albalentus, you can dump this off Cyberdark Claw when it attacks, send it to the graveyard, and end phase search Overload Fusion there. Or, like, because we're playing the 1 Albaz as well, it gives you a 1 card board wipe against Dragon decks. Titanic Lad, again, just needs Albaz and a monster with 2/5 or more attack. That's quite a lot of big stuff that you want to run over. But also, like, if you dump it off Cyberdark Claw, end phase you can special summon the Albaz from your deck, and then, like, use its effect to discard and, like, board wipe the rest of the stuff. 2 Elder Entity Natus, again, just discarding the stuff off Claw, that's all you're using it for. So you get an attack, you get a pop, it's good. 1 Exceed, Plan B Boguska, if things go wrong, you can normal summon a level 4 Cyberdark, use Realm to normal summon another Cyberdark, and then overlay for Boguska and pass. Good times. Good Yu-Gi-Oh! Strategy. And then 3 links to finish it off. 1 El Mirage, 1 Dark the Dark Charmer, because it's pretty easy to get 2 monsters on the board, especially Dark, and 1 Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Thanks, Monty, I will return this. Yeah, because a lot of your stuff is dragons, and it's really good to just, like, start getting Magnemute and stuff and playing there. So I'll show you the theory behind the deck. I'll show you the theory. I did think about this. I didn't just sit there and be like, cards. Some people did. So because you're playing a lot of this, like, you're playing 7 Bystials, playing 3 Clockwork Knight, and you're playing the 3 Cyber Emergencies plus 3 Cyber Dragon Cores. The whole idea behind the deck was you'd summon Core to get to Realm. Realm's effect would get Cyberdark, so you can get them online. So you'd either search for Cannon, discard, or if you've already got it, Claw, search, and then you'd use your additional normal summon. Summon that, equip, so we're sitting at 2/4 damage there, 400 damage there, so we're at 2/8. You'd activate Clockwork Knight, make all their machines and bump your stuff. So you'd core away their field into a Fortress Dragon. Fortress Dragon's normally going to have about it's going to be at least 2,000, but 2,500 now with Clockwork Knight. This is suddenly pushed up to 2,900. So yeah, you see where we're getting, like, some really big numbers here. And then like, if you've got bestials as well, because of the cores in the graveyard there, you just banish that, or like something from their graveyard, and then you go into Magmoots, suddenly you're staring down 3,000 attack, 2,900 attack, and 2,000 something again, which is, yeah, that's just game right there. So that was the whole idea from the deck. The only problem was that I did not one game last night, not one game did I see Clockwork Knight, and that's where I start getting to, like, the rest of the deck was performing decently, so Clockwork Knight is probably the way to go, but what you do is, don't piss around with, with, like, this is cool, and it's like the most amazing boss monster in the world, but don't piss around with this thing, don't bother summoning this. You can streamline the deck, you can cut the horizon, you can cut other stuff that you don't really need to see, like, you can cut the power bond, you can cut the chimeras down, maybe keep one chimera. Nah, don't even bother with that, don't even cut that. I'd probably put more Cyberdragon like targets in there as well, but then you could also put like 3 pot of prosperity in there as well, just to like up the consistency levels of the deck there, so you can see the Clockwork Knight more often there. But yeah, that was the whole theory and philosophy behind the deck. Unfortunately, it did not pan out as it were. Every game I played last night did go to game 3, but due to consistency issues, I just wasn't doing it. And that was against like stuff like Dark World, which eradicated me for 6 cards in game 3. Lost in time to Branded. Yeah, lost in time to Branded as well, because, yeah, you know, just time rules are time rules. This deck is a slow deck. Slow deck, it takes its time. So once again, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'm going to leave you with a quote that best describes my night playing Cyberdarks. Take it away.
I got molested in a little boy's room.